Hey guys, Paul here for Hub City Drones. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. Hey, if you're new to my channel, welcome to Hub City Drones. Thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I got a good one for you today, guys. I am super excited about this drone we're going to check out today. It's from Bwine. They're more known for their toy drones, but they've upped their game a little bit here and they have stepped into the GPS drone market with their first ever GPS drone. It's the F7 GB2. This is a massive drone, you guys, and let me tell you, they have spared no expense on their first GPS drone. 9,800 foot range, that's drone and FPV range. The camera on this thing is super impressive. It sits on a 3-axis gimbal. It records in 4K and 2.7K, but they have put a large comm sensor inside this camera, which gives it a night scene mode, so you can record clear video at night. I cannot wait to check that part out. $449 on Amazon, not a bad price at all, but it's better than that because now there's a $50 off clickable coupon on there, so you can get this dude for right around 400 bucks. In my opinion, that's a steal for this drone with everything that it offers. I'll put the link down in the description. Click on it, go get yourself one. I'm ready to check it all out. Let's go unbox it. We'll get it all set up. I'll show you how to calibrate everything. Then we're going to take it outside, and this time we're going to do a 2-part test flight. We're going to do it during the day, and then I'm going to put this dude up at night, and we're going to check out that night scene mode on this camera. I can't wait. Let's go get started. Okay guys, here we go. We're going to unbox Bwine's F7 GB2. This is the box it comes in. It's actually a really cool box. Great picture of the drone there on the front. So we're going to open it up and check everything out. Here we go. Woo. Oh, check that out. Cool. All right, let's slide this thing out of here. Whoa. Very cool. I didn't close that box very well, but whatever. Here we go. Manual's right on the top. Let me get it out of here first, you guys, and then we'll check it out. Damn, nice bag. Well, I'll tell you, so far they have spared no expense. This is a really nice bag. Looks like we have a pocket here on the front for storage. Got the Bwine logo on the front. This bag feels really well made too, you guys. This is really cool. All right, before we open it, the manuals. Very cool, colored front page. Now, the manual is really detailed, and what I like about this manual is it has a lot of info in it that most of my other drone manuals that I have don't have in there. It has a detailed how-to on the app, what everything is on the app. Some of my other drones, the manual doesn't tell you about certain little features in the app that are really cool to use, and I'll show them to you when we do the setup and go over the app. But you can see here, it just tells you everything you need to know. It even has a parts list in the back somewhere. Then you get a quick start guide here. And how the hell is this thing open? Oh, did they fold it wrong? No. Well, kind of backwards, I guess, but you open it there. Little quick start tells you how to calibrate it, how to set it all up. Very cool. Remember what I say, guys, read your manual. Don't just get the drone, charge the batteries, and put it in the air and try to figure it out that way. You're going to ruin your $400 drone or someone's car windshield or your own house window or run into somebody. Just take the time, read the manual. You can see here it's not really thick at all. I'm just adamant about that. Always, always read your manual. Don't be, you know what I always say, a drone dummy. Okay, time for the good stuff. Here we go. Got dual zippers. Oh. Ta-da! This is really a nice bag. All right, so I see the controller right here. So I say we get the controller out first and we'll check it out. Very cool. So you have your cell phone holder here on the top and it will extend. Let's see, I guess I take this off real quick. I see that and watch, it won't come off. Everything's really protected well. Oh, look at that, there it goes. Maybe. Oh, geez. All right, get rid of that. Got some bumpers on here. We'll get rid of those too. And then we have a nice little cover here on it. And we're going to try to get this off. Oh no, it doesn't want to come off. What the hell? All right, anyway, I'll get that off later. I'm not going to waste your time doing that. Let me pull this sticker off here so you can see the screen. This is just a little sticker telling you to make sure your batteries are charged and your antennas are correctly pointed so you can get that long range on it. So it does have a protective film on here. That little piece of tape that I pulled on was supposed to pull it up, but it didn't. So I will have to try to figure out a way to get it off because it's on there pretty good. All right, anyway, ignore the fingerprints on it. I really wanted to pull that piece of protectant off, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it off right now. So we'll just have to wait. All right, I know it's on there. I can see it. Anyway, cell phone holder. Extend it just like this. I love the fact that this cell phone holder is on top of the controller. I love the cell phone holders on the top. To me, it's more of a better of a setup when it's on top. And then, because your bottom here, look at this. Very cool. Got your grip sticks. Awesome. Now, it does have two working antennas. They both have a wire going up in them, so they are both functional, which is really, really cool. The joysticks feel nice. I got a bubble right here on my screen from that protectant cover. God, I wish I could have got that off, but anyway, we'll get it off before we test fly it. So it is an LCD screen, and you can push the button once, and that will show you your battery level. Push again, hold it, and it powers on the drone. You can see there, it's telling you to connect. It wants to connect. It's not going to connect. Of course, we don't have our drone on. But it's really cool. You can see here, this wheel here on the top right, this is your gimbal. And up and down, so you can adjust the camera up and down. This other wheel over here is your zoom in and zoom out. Now, it's not a true zoom. It's more like a pinch and zoom on your cell phone. But you can see here on the screen, it actually tells you what you're doing. Your picture, it tells you you're taking a photo. This one here is your record button. It'll say you're recording. Push it again to stop. So really cool, very informative screen. The app is just as informative, so it's really cool. Let me shut this off so we're not listening to this damn beeping the whole time. And again, to shut it off, tap it once, tap it again, and hold it in, and it will shut off. So it is a 2.4 gigahertz controller. Again, working LCD screen. Now this controller actually has a built-in 1500 mAh rechargeable battery. You just plug a USB Type-C cable into here and plug it into a 5-volt 3 amp or 2 amp charger box. Just like the one your phone, you plug your phone into and stuff like that. It'll work. Just don't do one that's more than a 3 amp because you could ruin the battery inside. It takes 2 hours to fully charge your controller, and you get exactly that out of working time. You get 2 hours of operating time with it as well. So I showed you the stuff on the top here. Then on the front, we have your left joystick, which is your ascend and your descend. And then your right joystick is your forward and backwards, or your all left, all right. And your left one will also turn the drone left and right as well. Now this controller does default to mode 2. I think they call it mode 1 in the manual, but everywhere else it's called mode 2. If you want to fly the controller in mode 1, which all it does is just swaps these joysticks around, it'll put your ascend and descend over here on the right and your forward and backward here on the left. All you do is hold your power button and power on your controller, and you'll see it's in right hand mode now. Here is your speed switch. It does have 3 speeds on it. This is also the button you can use to take your drone out of GPS mode. So if you want to fly in attitude mode, all you do is just press this in and hold it for about 5 seconds. It will tell you it's in attitude mode, and you can fly it without GPS. And you just do the same thing again, and it will put it back into GPS for you. You have your emergency stop button. Remember, guys, press it once, and then press it again for about 3 seconds. You'll have to press it like that. It's really cool they do that, because it's kind of a just like a fail-safe feature, I guess you could call it. That way you don't tap it on accident if you're trying to hit the speed button and not looking at the controller, but you tap it once, press it again, and hold it for about 3 seconds. Remember, all the motors are going to shut off on the drone, and it's going to fall out of the sky wherever it is. Now, on this drone, which I thought was really cool, is your emergency stop will only work if the drone's 5 to 42 feet high. If it's any higher than that, it won't shut off. So if you're going to hit a 50-foot tree, you better figure out a way to detour it, or just let it hit the tree, because your emergency stop won't work. It has to be within 5 to 42 feet off the ground for it to work. Kind of a cool feature. It keeps that drone from being 100 feet up and you hit that emergency button and it's going to fall 100 feet. You're pretty much not going to have a drone anymore. So over here, this is your return to home button. If you press this once, the drone's too far away, you can't see it, or say you're headed toward that tree and you can't use your emergency stop, you can hit this real quick and hopefully the drone will stop and it will return home to you. But that's what this is. This is your return to home. You just press it and the drone will actually fly back to where it took off all by itself. You don't need to do anything about it. And if I remember right, don't quote me on it, but I believe it will go 68 feet high as the default height for the return to home, but you can change that in the app. And I'll show you that when we do the setup and go over the app and all that good stuff like that. When the drone's coming back, if you see it or you want to gain control of it again, tap it again and it will shut return to home off and you can take back over. Simple as that. That is pretty much the controller, you guys. So on the LCD screen, I'm going to put it over here so you guys can probably see it better without that glare. So on the top over here, you have your speed, what speed you're in. So if you see you switch the speeds, that bar will go up. Now you're in sport mode, that's camera mode, normal mode, and it does default to normal mode. So when you start the drone up, it will be in speed 2 as a default. Then this little thing right up here, where'd it go? Up here, this is going to be your FPV signal strength. Then here you have your controller battery. Next is your GPS signal strength. So when this does connect to the drone and it finds a GPS signal, this will have bars like that are on your phone, and it will show you the strength of the connection between the drone and the satellite. Pretty cool. Next one here, this is your controller strength level. And this one will show you what, so if you're flying it far away and you're trying to go the whole 9,842 feet that this thing will go, this has the bars on it like your cell phone as well, and it will show you how strong your connection from the controller to the drone is. So that's really cool on that one too. I like that feature. The next one over here, you'll have your photo and your video button. When you press photo, you'll see it'll come up. It'll show you that you take a picture, and then when you hit record, it will actually come up and it will blink that you're recording. We're not connected, so it ain't going to do it, but that's what it does. Then this bar over here, this one is your drone's battery level. So really cool. You can see it on here and the app as well, and I'll show you that. But that's the drone's battery level. In the middle, you have your display. This will tell you GPS mode. If you hit return to home, it will tell you going home. It shows you your speeds that you're in. You saw that already. Camera mode, normal mode, sport mode. Pretty freaking cool. So this one says something LPK lookup. That's your emergency stop, but it tells you that as well. It's just all your information's right on here. On the bottom, it has your distance and your height. Those are in meters. And then it has your distance speed, so your forward speed the drone is going, and then your vertical speed, how fast the drone's going up. That's kind of a cool feature to have too. I like seeing how fast or slow the drone is going, so it's pretty cool. But that's the controller, you guys. That's pretty cool. We're going to turn this off. All right, yeah. Beeping away. There we go. Now we're off. All right, let's get to some more good stuff. What else we got in here? This is really cool looking. We're going to do the drone. I like to save it for last, but since it's sitting right here on top, we're going to do it first. Actually, no, we're not. Let's just put it right here, and we'll look down in here, and you can see here in the bag, there's a bottom part here, but if you flip it up, it's actually your spare set of blades, and yes, your second battery. Very, very cool. So I'll take the battery out of the drone here so you can see it, so I don't have to open that box right now. But this is the battery you get. It's really cool. You have your power button on it. You have your LED lights. If you press it and hold it, that turns it on, but you can also see what your battery level is. And I'm guessing that each LED is 25%. So if you only have two, you're at 50%, 75, so on, so on. Press it again, the lights will go away, and you turn it off. And then it has a USB Type-C charger on the front of it. Now you do get two of them, 2600 mAh, 11.1 volt LiPo drone engines. Super cool battery. Again, USB Type-C to charge it. Now it does take 6.5 hours to charge each battery. At one point, somewhere in the manual or on Amazon, it says 6.5. The other one says 5.5. So you're looking at right around 5.5 to 6.5 hours. That's a fully charged. Now, that's if all these lights don't light up or you only have one here, you're pretty much looking at a good 5 to 6 hours to charge your battery. But you do get 45, yeah, right. You do get 25 minutes per battery. So with both of them, you're getting damn near an hour. So you're getting 50 minutes of flight time. Again, that's going to depend on what you're doing. If you're using the video camera, taking a lot of pictures, all that other stuff, remember it is going to drain the battery a little bit quicker. And the wind speed, if you're flying in a decent wind, this does have a level 6 wind resistance on it. So that's actually really cool. But that will drain the battery as well if you're flying it in a high wind. So technically, you're probably going to get a total of about 45 minutes total with both batteries. So just keep that in mind, and don't freak out. You get it up, and the first time you only got 20 something minutes or just around 20 minutes on it, because there's a lot of things that can factor in to drain your battery. The 25 minutes per battery is just like in perfect hovering conditions. So just keep that in mind. Again, so now when you do plug this in, I'll put a picture on the screen there so you can see it. When you plug this in, these lights will blink as the battery charges. When all four are solid, that's it. Your battery is fully charged and you're ready to go. Now you do get, let's see, I'll open the blades. You do get a spare set of blades with it. And they are boxed. This thing is really packaged well. I'm just impressed with the packaging so far. All right, so now, right here is your first USB charging cable. So it does come with a charging cable for the batteries. What really impressed me, every time I get a drone with 2 or more batteries, they send 1 cable. These guys actually send 2. Don't freak out if you can't find it, because the other one is actually inside your battery box here. And what the hell, I'll just open it up and show you. And everything is just packaged well. It's in a box, it's in the wrapper. So here you go. Pull it out, and you got 2 USB Type-C charging cables. Of course, you don't get the charger box. They never send those. But remember, it's just a 5-volt, 3-amp charger. You can use a 2-amp. You can also use a fast charge charger box as long as it's not over a 5-volt, 3-amp charger box. You use it over that, you're really risking damaging that battery, and you're maybe not going to get as much time out of it as you technically should. So just be careful charging them. When they're charged, don't leave them on the charger for a long time after they're fully charged. You really want to, I wouldn't leave them on very long. These are intelligent batteries, so they do have features in them to keep them from overheating and stuff like that. But it's just a good idea to keep an eye on them and unplug them shortly after they're fully charged. I mean, you don't have to stand there and watch them charge. That's like watching water boil. But just don't leave them on overnight or whatever, and they're going to be fully charged in the morning. Make a point to go unplug them and disconnect them when they're fully charged. So here's our propellers. You do get one full set of blades, and they are a single blade. They're not hinged or dual, so it's a single blade. And then you also get one blade removal tool, and that is an Allen wrench, and it's really tiny. I don't even know if I can get the damn thing out of here. Oh, there we go. So, all right, you know what? Go like that. Bah! One tiny little Allen wrench, and you just pop that in there, hold the blade and turn it in the right way, and take your blade off, put your new one in there. You do get a full set of replacement screws. You get 4 altogether. It looks like maybe you get 6. Oh yeah, you do. You get 6. So you do have 2 spare ones just in case you lose one. They really are tiny, but you get 6 screws, 1 pellet removal tool, 1 spare set of blades. I am going to get rid of this stuff here, and we're going to get to the good stuff. All right, let me just set this stuff over here. Do a little cleanup later. I'll pull this battery out of the bag here. I don't know why, but I'm going to pull it out of the bag. I'm unboxing it, and I'm going to go fly this dude after I'm done. There we go. Your second battery. Okay, here we go, guys. This is the moment I've been waiting for, is this drone. This thing is massive looking. I'm going to pop the battery in right now. So it just slides in the back, just like so. And this little button part here is your top of your battery. And you just slide it in like that. And wow, it locks in. It locks in really good too. Got a nice click sound to it, so you know it's in there and it's secure. But this is the drone folded up. And it's really cool. And it does have this little drone, what do I want to call it? It's like a little holder for your arms here and your blades. They don't turn around and spin when this is on there, which is really cool. And it just pops off like so. And it has little arrows telling you which way it goes, so that's cool. And now we're going to unfold this thing. So we're going to do the back arms first. Holy cow. These are really tight, you guys. Jeez. Wow, that really locks in there good. I like that. That's really impressive. I tell you, so far, they have spared no expense in making this a really quality drone. I can't wait to get up in the air and fly it and see how it works. Absolutely cool. Now, your back arms are open, but if you notice something, which I thought was a really cool feature on this drone, I know it's not a big deal, but I just thought it was super cool. Look at these arms right here. They're actually upside down. Did you notice that? So when this one folds, it rests on top of here. They don't rest, it just goes right on top. But what's really cool, to open your front arms, you have to push them down. And look at that. They swing up and lock into place. That is just so cool. I thought that was just really, really cool. Boom. Check it out, guys. This thing's huge. Wow, this is a really cool drone. And that's what we have. Check him out. Super, super cool. All right, let's get into the technical details on this bad boy. So he does weigh 19.4 ounces, or 550 grams. So yes, you do have to register it with the FAA. I'll put the link to Drone Zone down in the description so you can go register if you're not already. You get a registration number. You can smack it on as many drones as you want, as long as you're not going for a Part 107 registration. That's a whole nother video. It's real simple to do. You just go register. It's $5 and you're set. That's all you have to do. And you can get your number and you can write it on your drone, etch it into your drone. But one thing I really do like is there's a company that I found that actually makes stickers for your drone. And it's really cool. It has all your information on it. You can get it so it says if found, contact. And you can see here I have I actually put my YouTube channel name on it, Hub City Drones. My phone number's on there and my email, and it has your registration number on it. And you just take this thing and you just smack it on your drone somewhere, And since we're doing it, let's do it. They're really good stickers. The price is not bad. You get, I believe it's 6 total. So you get 3 big ones, and then you get these 3 little ones. And they even have a sticker package you can get where it's just a QR code. So all your information is in that QR code. So if the FAA comes and checks on you, they're going to have to scan that QR code to get your info. Just really cool. But I'm going to put this one right here on the side. That looks like a really good spot for it. And you just slap it on. Oh, I guess I got that one a little crooked. Not too bad. But that's it. You just put your number on there and you're good to go. Now your registration number's on there. And voila, you're legally ready to fly your drone. Now the range, I'll put the link for this place that sells these stickers as well. I don't believe they're affiliated with the FAA, but they're legit. I've ordered from them several times, and they're really quick at shipping. There's different levels of shipping you can pay for, but even if you do the standard one, you get them about in a week, so not bad at all. And again, until then, you can write your number on it if you need to, if you order the stickers to wait for them or whatever you got to do. But again, I will put the link for that down in the description. All right, the range on this bad boy is 3 kilometers. You heard me say it earlier, 9,482 feet. That is the drone range and the FPV range. Really cool. Got a good distance to it for a drone you connect to the Wi-Fi signal on. That's a really good range. I don't know if I've seen any that go further than that. Now, just remember that range is in perfect conditions, you guys. So chances are, unless you're in the middle of nowhere with no cell towers, power lines, all that stuff, you're not going to get that far of a range out of it, but you're going to get it pretty far. And remember, you do got to keep it in your VLOS, your visual line of sight as well. So this thing going 9,400 feet away, you're not going to be able to see the drone. You can see what it sees and where it's at through the camera, but legally, you can't fly it where you can't see your drone. You're not supposed to let it leave your visual line of sight. The camera, this thing has a massive camera on the front, and you can see here it has a camera gimbal on it, and we're going to pop it off, and it snaps onto the bottom of your legs, and then you kind of just slide it off just like that. Woo! And that is your camera. So I do have a little sticker on here, and I'll take that off later. This is a 4K camera. It records in 4K and 2.7K. And it sits on a 3-axis adjustable gimbal. This thing is just so cool. It's a huge camera. One thing that this company is so proud of, and they mention it in the description on Amazon, this thing actually has a large comms sensor in it, or CMOS. And what that does is this camera actually has a night scene mode. So if you put this up at night and record, it should take some pretty clear video at night. And we're going to check that out when we test fly it, because I really want to see how good that camera works. Now, it does take an SD card. And if I remember right, it's on the back here somewhere. Right here is where your SD card goes. Let me show you guys that camera again real quick. That's it. It's got a 120-degree FOV, field of view. It's adjustable 0 degrees to 90 degrees. So you can get a good bird's eye view of it, of the ground when you're flying. So it's super cool. But anyway, your SD card is going to slip right into here. And I have one here. So we're going to see if we can do this. It looks like it's going to be a little bit tricky. And I'm guessing it would probably go... Normally they go in upside down, so we'll see if that works. Oh, I think I got it. Yep. So your little copper gold connectors on the bottom of your SD card, they would face toward the up of the drone. So when you're putting them in, face them forward and slide your SD card in there, and that's it. You're good to go. Now remember, on the SD card, you really want to get a Class 10 U3 or higher SD card. It's fast enough and capable of saving your 4K and your 2.7K video, because without the SD card in here, only the 4K and 2.7K video are stored on your SD card. Everything else is stored to your phone and the app's album, but in 720p. So if you want that really good video, which I'm really thinking this camera is going to take some amazing videos, get you an SD card and stick it in there. It holds up to 128 gigabyte SD card. So that's super cool. make sure you format it in a FAT32 format. This is just super cool. I cannot wait to take this thing out and fly it. And I believe I've told you guys everything about it. Now, your photos are stored to your phone and your SD card in 4K. It's 3840 by 2160p, and it's a JPEG, but those you don't have to worry about the SD card. Your pictures are going to be really nice and clear. I just can't wait to try this camera out on this drone. This is really cool. It's got a little cool glass feature here on the front. This is probably just for show. I don't really think it does anything, but I'll turn it on here real quick and show you guys the LED lights, and then we're going to calibrate it, set it up, and we're going to get this dude in the air because I am super excited to see what this thing can do. So you just hold your power button. All four come on. That's so cool, you guys. And that's the drone. You can see here you got your LED lights here, and it does have one. There's another one somewhere. Where are they? Thought there was. Oh, it's right here on the back. Duh. So you do have one right here too. Now these they're going to blink red now because I don't have the controller connected. But to connect the controller, you just turn it on. We'll do it real quick. It can take up to 40 seconds or so to connect, and it will beep. And then once it connects, it will tell you here on the screen that you are connected. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I know I have a light above me that's making kind of a glare on it. So I'll see if we can get it on this camera here for you. You can see it's taken a little while, but these lights will change colors. They go white, pink, red, all that stuff for different phases of like your calibration. When it's looking for GPS signal. Now, when it finds the GPS signal, they'll stay solid and you're good to go. But you can see here, it does take a little while for it to connect. So it is self-pairing, and that was one of the only downfalls, but it's really not a big deal. You're not wasting any battery waiting for it to connect because you're not doing it. And there you go. Look at that. We're already connected. Now check it out. These lights are kind of blinking a whitish pink up here, and your back one has got a green or yellowish green blink to it. You can see here all of our LED lights are lit up. It says we're in GPS mode. These will keep blinking now because it wants to be calibrated. Once we find a GPS signal on this controller here, you'll get your bars and it will show you your signal strength for your satellites. Very cool. I'm impressed. They really spared no expense on this drone. For it being their first GPS drone ever, they really, so far, looks like they've knocked it out of the park. We're going to set it up and get it in the air, and we're really going to put this thing for a test flight and check it all out. And again, I'm going to do part of it at night so we can check out the video on this camera. Wow, that's really, really cool. That's the F7 GB2 by Bwine. We have unboxed it. So everything it comes with, I'm going to clean all this up, you guys. I'm going to come back and we are going to set it up. I'll show you how to calibrate it. And then we'll go over the app real quick. Then we're going to take this dude outside, put him up in the air, and we're going to see just what he can do. I'm ready. Let's go get started. I cannot wait. I'm really excited about this drone, you guys. So far, so good. All right, guys, it's time to set this dude up and get him outside so we can put him up in the air. I'm really excited to fly this thing. I cannot wait. So far, it has been super impressive, and we've only unboxed it. Now we're going to set it up. I'm going to show you how to pair the controller in the drone and then how to connect to the drone's Wi-Fi. Then I'm going to show you just a couple of hidden features on the app. I'm not going to go through the entire app because I'll show you all that when we get it outside and do the test flight. I'll go through the intelligent features so you can see how they work. And we can test it and make sure they work. All right, so we got to turn our drone on naturally. On this drone, you just push the power button in right here and you hold it in until all 4 LEDs light up and that theme song begins. There we go. You can see there we're at about 75% battery level. Now on the front, you'll notice here, the camera is crooked, but it does a self-calibration and it will go ahead and level itself out. Come on. There it goes. Cool. All right, now we're going to turn our controller on. You power it once, power it again, it turns on. Now the controller and the drone are self-pairing, so you don't have to do anything else except sit back, relax, and wait for them to find each other. It can take up to 40 seconds or so. I've never had it take that long. These will continue to blink red. Once they find each other and they pair, these will turn to a quick white and pinkish color blink. Just like that. That was pretty cool. That was about 20 seconds or so, so not bad at all. Your back one is blinking green-ish. All right, so now we're paired. Now we're going to connect to the drone's Wi-Fi signal. Now you cannot connect to the Wi-Fi signal on the drone until you have paired the controller and the drone together. Again, it's really easy to do. Go to wherever your Wi-Fi settings are on your phone or your tablet. We'll find them, tap on them, open them up, let it refresh, and it will show up in here. There it goes right there, Bwine F7. We're going to tap on it. I'm going to hit done. We're going to get out of there. And now the first time you do this, you may get a pop-up telling you you're connected with no internet. Perfectly okay. You do not need internet to fly the drone. If you get the other pop-up asking you if you want to keep the wireless connection or switch to cellular data, keep the wireless connection. That's what we need. We need the Wi-Fi connection. So we're paired. So the next step is going to be to open our app. It's the Bwine drone app. Free on Google Play and the Apple Store. We'll open it up. And voila, that's what we have. So you have the drone you're flying. This will change automatically, but since this is their only GPS drone, that's the only one in the list. Down here is your guide. It'll open up like the manual, a complete manual. You got all kinds of other good stuff in there that it will do. Then the controllers. We're going to open the controllers. And there you go. You can see here we have video. So I think you can see it. Yeah, so the drone is connected. We do have video. So the next thing you want to do is you're going to have to calibrate the drone. It's super easy to do. There's a compass calibration and a gyro calibration. The pop-up here on the phone's already showing you how to do it, telling you what to do. So to start your compass calibration, you're going to take both joysticks and you're going to push them up and in like that. Now you can see the picture on our app is telling us to rotate the drone horizontally. And I believe it's one full turn. It is one full turn. Now our picture is showing us to do it vertically. Now it doesn't matter which way you turn it, guys. In vertical calibration, doesn't matter if the camera's facing up or down. On this drone, I found it's a lot easier to hold it this way because the camera is so bulky and it kind of gets in the way. But then you just turn it one full turn again. That's it. Now the camera is crooked. It will reconnect itself, but you can see here we now have video. And the camera will, there it goes. See, it will level out. So we're good there. And we have video. Now we're going to calibrate our gyros. Really easy to do. When you do it, the lights here will blink really quick and you'll get a quick pop-up here on your screen. And see if I can do this and you guys can see the lights on the drone. All right, so to do it, it's both controllers up and out this time. There it goes. Our pop-up came up, went away. We are completely calibrated. We are ready to go. I'm going to put it in attitude mode so you can hear the app talk. And I'm going to let you hear these motors. They are super powerful, but yet extremely quiet. I was really impressed with how quiet the motors were on this thing. Attitude mode, long press your speed button.
Attitude mode.
And she tells you you're in attitude mode. So now she has an attitude. Now we're going to unlock the motors. To do that, you take both joysticks down and in. Super cool. I love the way this drone sounds. It's really quiet, yet it sounds super powerful. Now you can push the joysticks down and in again to shut the motors off, or they shut off in about 20 to 30, I think it's closer to like 30 seconds. There they go, they shut off. And that's it. We are completely calibrated. We are ready to put this dude in the air. So really quick here, the drone will probably shut off as I show you this, but I'll get through it anyway. It does have a standby feature on it. So if you don't do anything to the drone for, I think it's like 3 or 4 minutes, it will shut off. Keep that in mind as well when you're downloading your videos from your SD card, because you can leave the card in the camera here and download them while it's in there. You have to connect your drone. It'll have you calibrated again. It's kind of a pain, but you got to go through that. Then just go to your album here, open it up, go to your SD card, and you have your photos or your videos, and you just tap them and download them. But when you do that, put your drone in attitude mode so you can unlock the motors every few minutes. And I would do it about every 2 minutes or so. And all you got to do is start them and stop them really quick so the video will keep downloading. Because if you don't, the drone will shut off and your video will quit downloading and you'll have to start it all over again. I know it's kind of a pain. It's probably easier to take the SD card out and put it in the computer, but if you're not near one and you want to get that 4K video off the card, you can do it that way. All right, so let's put it back in GPS mode and see. It may not shut off because it'll be looking for a signal.
GPS mode.
She says GPS mode. All right, so let me get this over here. All right, what I want to show you on the app. Oh, and real quick, the cell phone. This is a Note 20 Ultra. I have it in the holder in my OtterBox case. That's a pretty decent sized phone and it fits perfectly. I absolutely love that. These three little dots appear on the top. Tap them. Now the first time you open this or do your drone, this will be in beginner mode. And you can see there it limits your height, your range, and your return to home height. 30 meters, 20 meters. To do it, turn it off. Tell them yes, you want to leave beginner mode. Then you can slide your sliders all the way up if you want. And I'll leave my return to home there. I usually keep it right at about 40 meters. That's good. Hit save. It says save successfully. Now you don't have to do that every time you go to fly your drone. Once you do this, it's set and it will stay there. Next is track. This is really cool. I like the part here where you have your all flight record. It keeps a record of every single flight you've done on your drone. And if you tap on one, it opens up a map and it actually shows you your flight path. And you can multiply it up to 4 or 8 times speed, hit play, and it will literally show you the path you flew your drone on that particular flight. Over here it has your altitude you were, your distance, your horizontal speed, your vertical speed. Like watching it over again in real time. It's really cool. You can even put the controllers up here and it will show you what controller you tapped at that particular time. It's just a cool feature. Again, you have your find your drone. Open that. Again, it's another map. You can put it in satellite mode and you can see here the drone's right next to me. It won't be 100% accurate, but it definitely will get you right near your drone if for whatever reason you lose that drone during the flight or it lands for whatever reason. You'll be able to find it with the find your drone. That's a really cool option they put in here. All right, PTZ adjustment. This is for your camera. If you're flying or whatever reason that camera goes crooked and it doesn't want to correct itself, do a restore factory setting on it and it should correct that problem. Now, these 3 dots have one more thing they do. Ta-da! You can actually change the units you want it to go. You can do it in metric, you can do it in kilometers per hour, metrics per second. I keep mine in the inches and miles per hour. That way my speed on the app and my distance are all in feet and miles per hour. On your controller, it stays in meters. So, but on your app, you can, instead of it saying you're, 40 meters away, it'll say you're 126 feet, 120 feet away, something like that. Anyway, you can also change the camera resolution from 2.7 to 4. So whichever one you want to use. The route rules, that will turn off that track where you play it back and you can see where your drone flew. The display prompts, that's what's up here in the corner that tells you ready to fly. You're in follow me mode, all that good stuff there. Your voice prompts, that's the girl that talks to you. If you don't want to hear her, you can turn her off as well. That's it, guys. We are calibrated. I showed you these couple features on the app. The rest of this stuff I will go over when we have it out there in the air. Let's go put this dude up. I'm ready to see what it can do. All right, guys, so we're going to finally get the Bwine F7 up in the air, and we're going to check out everything it can do, see how he handles. We do have a pretty damn good wind going today. We have some cold fronts coming through the area. I'm not sure how this is going to go. It's supposed to be a level 6 wind resistance. So if anything, we'll get a good test on the wind resistance and that gimbal on that camera, which I'm not too much worried about because that's really a decent gimbal on here. So I'm going to unlock the motors and we'll check out the 1-key takeoff and we'll see how he hovers in this wind. So here we go. I'm going to down and in, unlock the motors. There we go. Hit the 1-key takeoff. You have to confirm it.
Fly.
And that's what he does. He'll go up and he'll hover right there. That's probably a good 4 feet. That was a nice takeoff. We got a good hover. And you can see there, he's nice and steady. And actually, I'm really impressed. He's fighting this wind pretty good. He's moving around, but he's not drifting anywhere. We don't have a toilet bowl effect, so our GPS, our compass calibration was really good. So we're good to go. I mean, that's really good. I'm gonna take him around here a little bit. We'll see how he handles. I have no delay response from the controller to the drone. That is really awesome. You can see there, I mean, he's just responding immediately. That is super cool. Wow, and these motors are super powerful. I'm gonna bring him down. I'll bring him over here a little bit and I'll go just pan around so the camera guy can get all the way around him. And I want you guys to hear the motors on this drone. Oh, my bad. Listen to that. They are so powerful. And I'm really impressed at how well he is staying right there. This is a decent wind we got going right now. That's really cool. All right, so we're gonna take him down here. Well, you know, I'll show you guys the 1-key land. I'll get him closer over here. And remember the 1-key land, wherever the drone is, you hit that button, he's gonna land right there. I'll get him closer to the landing pad here. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit the 1-key land and we'll let him land. There he goes. And that's it, he landed. So now I'll unlock the motors and we'll put him up with the joystick. Remember guys, if you're landing him with the joystick, keep that joystick pressed down until those motors shut off or else he is going to lift back up in the air. So here we go. Now with the joystick. On this one, you just push it up.
Fly.
And let it go, and that's it. That's all he does. That's just so awesome. Wow. I'm impressed. This is real. I can't believe how good he's doing in this wind. I'll get a shot of the flags when we check out the camera and I'll show you guys just how hard this wind is blowing. But I'm gonna take him down the street here and we'll go through the speeds. Wow, he's so powerful. Great motors on this damn drone. I'm really impressed. For this being Bwine's first GPS drone, they really have done an excellent job so far. All right, so this is what they call cinema mode or speed 1. And if you look at the screen on the lower right-hand corner, you'll get a sense of how the camera is affected by the speeds as well. And we'll let this car go ahead and go by real quick as we got a Jeep coming by. So I'll bring him up a little bit more. Give me 1 second. We have some construction going on the other road, so everyone's taking my road today. All right, so speed 1, I'll do a flyby the cameraman and you guys can get a feeling of the speeds on here. And I think I'm gonna come straight at him here, so let me come down a little bit more. I don't wanna hit this tree behind me. These joysticks are really nice on this thing too. All right, here we go, speed 1. Wow, that's really a good speed. He levels himself out really good too. And he stops. He literally only moves a few inches when you let off the joystick. That's pretty impressive too. All right, so now I'm gonna put him in normal mode. So just remember, this is what he defaults to. So when you start the drone for the first time, it will default to speed 2. All right, so here we go, speed 2. Oh, a little longer to level out, but he did. Wow, that's awesome. All right, so I'll back him up here a little bit. And I'm going to give us some room because this is going to be warp speed. All right. Sport mode, as they call this one, speed 3. All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to try to go right over my cameraman on this one, so we'll see how it works. You guys ready? Here we go, speed 3. Whoa! It definitely takes him a few seconds to slow down on speed 3, but that is really quick. Wow, I'm impressed with speed 3. That's awesome. Look at that. And he does level himself out, so that's really cool. This is a great little drone, man. All right, I'm going to take him down and let's check out the return to home. Then we'll put him back up and we'll go through some of these intelligent features, and I'll show you guys this camera. This is really a great camera on this drone. So I'll take him down a little bit here. Get him in the neighbor's yard. They probably don't like my drone being here, but whatever. All right, so I'm going to hit the return to home button on the controller. So here we go.
Return home.
And there he goes. He's going to shoot up to the height I have set in the apps, and he's coming back. He turns around, comes forward, really cool. He's really doing good in this wind. He's just definitely a level 6 wind resistance on this thing because he is handling himself really good. All right, we'll see how close he gets. Remember, guys, it's GPS. You're not going to have an exact landing where he took off at, but it'll be pretty damn close. There he goes. He's turned himself. He found where he wants to go, and now he's going to come down. And also remember, guys, if you're hitting return to home because you don't know where the drone is, you're freaking out, you want it to come back to you, hit the RTH button. As soon as you see the drone, you can hit the RTH button again, and you can take control over the drone again. So you can see there, he's correcting himself a little bit, which is really cool. Wow, he's actually going to be really close. Put the camera down, you guys can see the landing pad. Well, he's going to be off a little bit, but not bad. And you can see there's the landing pad. I'm going to let him finish.
Stop return.
All right, and I'll take him off right from there. You can take him off right from there. Just remember, though, wherever that drone takes off from, that's going to be the recorded return to home spot. So when you hit it again, that's where he's going to take off from. So I'm going to put him back on the landing pad, and we're going to get him up in the air, and let's check out these intelligent features. All right, guys, let's check out these intelligent features here. We'll get him up in the air. I'm going to put him up a little higher when I do the point of interest and the trajectory plate, or route rules as they call it. I don't want him to hit any of these trees, so I'm going to try to put him up a little bit higher. But let's lift him up.
Fly.
Woo, there we go. All right, let's open him up. That's your little arrow down there on the lower left. All right, so the first one is a track mode, and let me turn him around here and I'll get him on me. There I am. Bring that camera down a little bit. All right, we're going to confirm it. Oh, bring it down a little bit more. There we go. So now in this one, you can make this camera lock onto any object you want. It's not locked onto a GPS signal. And real quick, I don't know if you guys can see this thing shaking around, but it is literally, I mean, it's just literally handling this wind really good. All right, so you just take your finger and draw a square around the area, whatever you want it to stay locked onto. So just like that, and he should stay locked onto me. Oh, he lost me, hold on. All right, let me back him up a little bit more and see if that helps some. Hold on. It could be because the sun is right behind me too. All right, here we go. Draw a box around me. There we go. He's locked on. And you can see there. He follows right along. I haven't totally figured that track mode out. That's kind of something new they've been putting in the drones. It's similar to the GPS follow me mode, and that's what we're going to do next. So Open it up, tap your follow me. You can see there he's going to back himself up a little bit. And I'm just going to leave him there. I won't raise him up or anything. I'll put that camera up a little bit more. So now what he's going to do is he's actually going to follow my cell phone. He locks onto the GPS signal in my phone. And I'll just start walking. And you'll see he'll turn, he'll follow me. Yeah, that's cool. Then I'll walk toward my house and he'll come at me. And you can see there, he's moving right toward me. Now he stops, and he keeps that about 15 feet away from you the whole time, which is cool. Just remember, if you're doing this feature, there's no obstacle avoidance, so watch you guys don't run into something because he will not avoid it. All right, so we'll take him out of there. You can see there, now we have control over him again. All right, so now I'm going to do the point of interest, and I'm actually going to take him out here into the street. And I'm going to put him up a little bit higher and hope to God I don't hit any trees. So I'm going to back him up. Now on the point of interest, guys, you put the drone over the object you want it to circle. I really don't have anything in here now, so I'm just going to put him up and I'll do it and I'll show you guys what I mean. So let me get him up a little higher. Make sure he's not going to hit any of these trees. All right, now you can lower and raise him, and you can change the direction that he's going and adjust the camera while he's doing it. So it's pretty cool. So open it up, point of interest. Now you can set your parameter you want the circle to be, and I'm just going to leave it where it's at because again we're in pretty close quarters here. I'm going to confirm it. He's going to go up a little bit higher. He'll back himself up a little bit. There you go. Now he's going to turn, and I'll bring this camera down so you can see it. Wow, and this wind's really kicking, and he's doing a great job. I'm really impressed with this drone. So you can see there he's going that way. So now I'm going to make him go back the other way. Maybe. See there he stopped. Now he's going to go back the other way. That's really cool. You can lower him, and he'll still go around in circles. You can do the camera as I showed you before, just like so. And he's actually doing a pretty good job staying around my cameraman. That's really cool. All right, so we'll cancel that. We'll get out of there. Once you're done, hit it, he'll stop. And you got control of your drone again. There you go. Drone dance. Drone dance. All right. So what else we got on here? So we have music. This one's kind of cool. What you can do is it'll record 30-second snippets while you're recording, and you can add some pre-programmed music they have in the app. It's really a cool video feature. Next is your VR. You can see there it splits the screen. You can use any pair of VR goggles, you guys. You don't need a special pair. So we'll take that off. This one is your lens angle. It puts this little bar in here. You can see here you can adjust the lens. So kind of cool. Gestures, a peace sign takes a picture. And the high five it will start recording video. All right, so next is the trajectory play. This is one I really want to check out and see how well it works. So again, I'm going to put him up in the air a little bit because I want to make sure I'm not going to run into anything. On this feature here, guys, you can put up to 16 different points on your map, and he'll go to each point and turn around and go to the next one. So we're going to open it up, and I like to put mine in satellite view so I can see, and I zoom it way in. All right, so we can see there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get him to go down the street and come back to us. So we'll have him go over here, and then we'll have him come back over here by me. To 2, and then back right to there. Let's see how that works. We're going to try it. Here we go. Ready? Go. Confirm it. Here he goes. So he gets to point 1. Now he's going to turn and go to point 2. And now you can raise and lower him as well while he's doing this. Haha, cool. And now he's going to go back out to point 3. He stops, and that's your waypoint. It's flight complete. Now when you get out of here, guys, don't hit that arrow on the top left of your app. Hit the map. It'll open it back up. You're out of it. The next one is your filters. This is kind of cool. We'll go up and we'll start checking out the camera now, and I'm going to show you the filters. They're actually really cool. My favorite's the cartoon one. So there we go. We're up there. And then you have cartoon, which is really cool. You can see there everything is a cartoon. You have your sketch. This one I think is just really super cool. It's really detailed too. I was shocked at how good this looked. And then you have your black and white. Make you some vintage videos. And that's it. We close it. We're done. That's pretty much the intelligent features, guys. Let's take this thing up here. What are we at now? We're at about 47 feet. We're going to go a little higher, but the wind being as strong as it is down here, I know it's going to be stronger the higher we go. But I want to get them up, and I want to do a panoramic of the city and show you guys how great this camera is. And hopefully the wind will pick up a little more, and I can show you guys these flags. Actually, I'm going to bring them over here and show you the flags now because it's picking up. So this is a 3-axis gimbal on this camera here, and it's actually a really good gimbal. I was super impressed with how good it is. But I'll bring them over here, and I'll get the flag in. You can see there how much that flag is beaming around there. My other one's over here. Of course, it's going to slow down now, but it'll pick up. But you can see just how steady this camera is in the wind. It's just great. So it's picking up a little bit now. We'll see if we get enough. Of course, I'm doing a video, so it's not, the weather's not going to want to cooperate. It never fails. But you can see, even with that wind blowing like it is, this drone's not doing anything. I'm going to bring him back over toward my cameraman, and I'm going to awe him left and right so you can see just how straight that camera stays. And you can see here, I'll go left. Look at that. It just stays. It's just a great gimbal on this camera. Forward, backward. I mean, it just stays perfectly level. It's just impressive. All right, let's go ahead and go up and let's check out Lubbock, Texas. Here we go. Damn, he goes up quick too. Let's get him up to about 100 feet. There we go. I'll adjust this camera a little more. Look at that video quality. It's really good. What I'm showing you guys now is actually what the drone recorded on the SD card in 4K. Just a super impressive video this thing takes. Again, Bwine, just great job for this being their first GPS drone. Just impressive. I mean, just absolutely impressive. Get you some of the detail down here. Crystal clear video. It just, wow, I'm really impressed. This is actually a really good drone, you guys. All right, so let's get him down here. The wind's kicking now. You probably won't be able to see my flags, but we'll get him down here and maybe we can get a shot of him. You guys can see it a little bit. Of course, I come down now, the damn flags are going to quit blowing. Here we go. Damn, I'm about to lose my hat now. I guess it helps if I put the camera at the right angle too, huh? Now look at that flag just beating in the wind, and look how still that video is staying. Just absolutely freaking impressive. Look at that. That is just crazy. I'm under the drone now. You guys can hear those motors working overtime. But yet, look how still he's being. I mean, it's just great. That's really awesome. So now I'm going to do a little magic trick for you guys. I'm going to bring him out here. And we are going to, are you ready for this? Woo! All right, here we go. All right, Justin, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Cool. Night scene mode. So let's go ahead and we'll shoot it up. Wow, that is really cool. So a little over 100 feet right there, you guys, and check that out. That is just awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and just spin around, give you guys a little panoramic view of Lubbock, Texas at night. I'm really impressed. It's actually pretty damn clear for at night. I have drones, like I said before, that it's not this clear when you record at night. See, we can see the new water tower they just put up a few months ago. There it is. I'll stop him right on there. That's really cool. And that's the night scene mode, guys. I'm going to bring him down. Coming down nice and easy. Wow, that's a great video for at night. I'm pretty impressed, I gotta say. That sensor and that camera really did help. All right, down he comes. That's it, guys. That's the F7 by Bwine. I'm going to land this little dude and we'll take it inside and we're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this drone. Let's go. Hey guys, time for my final thoughts on the F7 from Bwine. I don't know about you guys, but this drone blew me away. For this being Bwine's very first GPS drone, they literally didn't waste any money or any thought planning in it whatsoever. They literally knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. I'm absolutely giving this drone 5 stars. It definitely deserves that, maybe even 6. Everything worked. All the intelligent features worked on it. I love the way it handled. The motors are super powerful sounding, and this camera is absolutely amazing. It just takes crystal clear video. The night scene mode, it worked really well. I was really surprised at how clear the video was even at night. True 4K. Just an all-around great drone. The price, you can't beat that either. Remember, go get it from Amazon right now while they have that $50 off clickable coupon. Hell, you can't go wrong. Get it for right around 400 bucks. You'll have it in a couple of days. I cannot wait to see what Bwine comes out with next. I am definitely going to be one of the first ones to buy their next GPS drone because they really nailed it with this one. Go get you one, have some fun. I'll put the link again down in the description. Click on it. It'll take you right to the Amazon page. You can buy yourself one. That's going to do it, guys. Remember, subscribe and notify for me. Have fun out there. Stay safe. And you know what I always say? Don't be a drone dummy.